when we talk about neighborhood and community character, I think we have to change what we define as neighborhood character. I think traditionally when people talk about neighborhood character, they talk about the physicality of the neighborhood. What do the buildings look like? What's the design? What's the size? What are just the physical setup of the community? And that's very important. I live in a neighborhood too. But more important, in my view, when we talk about neighborhood character, are the people who are living there. The people who are living there are much more important to the character of that neighborhood than the look and the feel of the buildings in that neighborhood. And when you freeze a community in amber and say, when I moved here in 1975, this is what it looked like. Nothing was taller than 2 stories. There were, we didn't have any multi-unit. This is what it looked like. That's when I fell in love with it. So therefore, it has to be this way always. And the physicality can't change. What you are saying is we're going to keep the physical setup the same, and we're going to start driving people out of our neighborhood. We're not going to have young people living there anymore. We're not going to have young families living there anymore. And you are changing that makeup of your community. And we've experienced that in San Francisco with the gentrification in our city, which is driven by various things, including our failure for many, many years to build enough housing and doing things like zoning 70% of our city for single-family homes and 2-unit buildings. And so I think that's very important. You can add more density in a way that respects the physical integrity of the community. You can do it through design standards. SB 50, I think, has been mischaracterized as putting high rises in people's neighborhoods. That is absolutely false. The bulk of SB 50, the lion's share of it, does not change local height limits. It respects local height limits. It respects local setback requirements. It respects local design standards, local demolition controls, all of the things that we think of in terms of how a community looks. It simply relaxes the density. So there is a way to balance the physical look of the neighborhood in a way that allows you to add enough housing so that the people part of neighborhood character can continue strong.